happening, everybody? So I'm gonna do a little how-to video, how to make swim baits. So a couple years ago, I was working with a certain company. Apparently, they're not making swim baits no more, and they're pretty killer swim baits. So running out of them, and I need to keep fishing for stripers and halibut with them. So running out of options on how to duplicate these things. So did a little research, and I found out there is a way to duplicate them. I'm not selling them. I like to fish them. They seem to work really well for me for stripers when I do those striper boils and whatnot. So here's some of the ones I've already made. So I'm still learning. Not entirely perfect, but just experimenting in different colors and whatnot. And we're about to make a new size. So pretty much to duplicate the mold, you're going to use this stuff here, which is called, it's amazing mold rubber. It's a kit. You can make your own mold of lures or all kinds of stuff. Get this stuff at Michael's. I'll put a link in the video description so you can check it out. But it's fairly easy to make. All I did was I got one of my old swim baits and I put it, this is actually a tray for butter, if you guys like butter, and I crazy glued it down. So now I'm going to mix the actual base, and then this is the catalyst, which is the hardener, which makes this all kind of work. So let's get that mixed up, and let me put this camera on my head. Okay, so I wasn't going to record this, but I thought it'd be cool to share with you guys. So open this thing up. I'm going to add this catalyst. Let's mix it up a little bit. I'm just going to poke a little hole. All right. We're going to add this bad boy in here. Okay. Now comes the fun part. We're gonna mix this all up. So make sure you guys don't do this on your wife's kitchen table. I got my own little workshop here, workstation, as you can see. A bunch of goodies here and other projects I'm working on. So I'm just gonna mix this up until it all blends together nice and well. It's much easier just to buy your swim baits, but when I can't fish, it's storming like it is now, I get bored. Start making things up, you know? So I start tying leaders and just thinking of different things to do. I figured I'd... Getting better. So it's nice and mixed. Swirls are going away. There you go. Looks a lot better. Got the extra stuff off. So now all I'm going to do is I'm just going to pour this right over that existing swim bait. You want to make sure you cover it all, so when you pour your plastic in there, it makes it all the way. I filled with some, and I'll show you. I didn't have enough of this mold material, and it was an epic failure. But that's how you learn, right? Learn by mistakes. So at this point, I'm just going to pour it all in. There's no point in trying to make another mold. it's not going to be enough, and be left with the mold with a hole in it, which is useless. So cover this bad boy up. Should be good there. All right. So we're gonna let that sit for about 4 hours. Okay. Let that thing sit for about 4 hours. Probably 4 to 6. And then when it's all said and done, we'll get a nice mold for your swim baits. Kind of like that one. So I'm using to make these little 4-inchers. Okay. This is the one I made that I didn't have enough. See, there's a hole in it. So when I started, started pouring this to make the mold, I realized the container I used to pour it in was too wide, and I didn't have enough of the material. So that really sucked. And like I said, that's how you learn. I try to put glue over it to cover that hole up, and you see the tail just didn't come out too good. But I'm getting ready to make that mold too. So anyhow, yeah, we'll come back once this is done. You guys check it out, and show you guys how to make your own swim baits here. So see you guys in a couple hours. Later. All right, so it's been about an hour so far. You can see it's still curing, and we'll check it out in a couple hours from now, not in the morning. But end result, you're gonna be able to make your own swim baits. In part 2 of the video, I'll show you how to do that. So yeah, stay tuned. All right, so it's been about an hour and a half. It's starting to get hardened up. Take a look at the bottom of our mold. There goes the swim bait that we're gonna make a mold of. And when it's all said and done, we'll be able to start making a little bigger profile swim bait. It's gonna be like a 5-inch. These are 4s. And then in the next video that we'll do is I'm gonna show you guys how to pour all this. What you need, what supplies, how to get your colors in and all that. And we'll see what happens from there. So stay tuned, and once this is all done and cured, we'll put it up. All right. What's happening, guys? So we're gonna take apart the mold we just made, pull it out of the tray. So being that it's so tight, we might need to crack this a little bit. We'll see if we can't do it without it. There it comes. Okay, just gonna slide it out. There we go. Perfect. Get that. I got a brand new mold. Make swim baits in. Perfect. So now we can pour it again and make a third one. Get that out. All right. So there you go. That's how you make a mold of your swim bait. In the next video, I'll show you how to pour your plastic into the mold and how to use all the colors and all that good stuff. So I hope you like it. Subscribe, like, share this, and we'll see you soon. Later.